What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Phil Taitt Show, home for the holidays with me. The holidays is such a great time full of good music, good love, and guess what? Good food. Well, today, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with all these ingredients, but I know that I have a special guest. Her name is Chef Shaina from Hell's Kitchen on Fox TV. I'm so happy to have her with me today. She's gonna be talking about her incredible journey, how she got started, and what she's up to today. Guys, look out for Chef Shaina. Chef Shaina, welcome to Home for the Holidays with Phil Taitt. How are you?
I'm great. I'm glad you invited me into your home. I'm loving it.
And I'm glad that you took the invitation of coming to join me. We're gonna cook a little bit later.
Okay.
You are on this season's of Hell's Kitchen. We've been watching, the world has been watching you cook some amazing meals, as well as the other contestants that are on the show. I know that the competition is tough. I know that it's rough. I know that it gets sweaty. I see you guys saying, yes, chef, yes, chef, yes, chef, all these fast orders. So Shaina, bring me back to when your career started in the kitchen. When did you realize that you had not only a love, but a talent for cooking?
Well, it's funny. As a kid, I used to love biscuits, and I probably tell everybody this story. I love biscuits, and I would ask my grandmother all the time, you know, let's go to KFC. Let me order the 2 biscuits. I think they were like 2 for $1 now. Like, KFC, so I can't tell you that now. So then, like, one day she's just like, I'm tired of going. Why don't you just make the biscuits? And so I'm like, what you mean, make the biscuits? You know, she like, go get the stuff. And so, of course, you know, in the hood, she pulled out the flour and everything. And I really was lost when she went in the cabinet and grabbed this glass. And I was like, well, what this got to do with biscuits?
A glass.
And so I found out that once we formed the dough or whatever, when she pressed it out, the hole in the glass was to shape the biscuits. I made biscuits every day. You know, did different spreads for them and stuff like that. I was even using gravy off of the old chicken in the refrigerator. You know, just trying to...
You were trying to make as many different remixes.
Just trying to make it happen, and I really gained the love there. And, you know, time went on. I do multiple things, so I'm also a musician. I played basketball all of my years through school and stuff like that. So I kind of put cooking on the back burner. Long story short, wound up getting married. I became bored with having to, you know, just cook the same thing every day. You know, like, okay, we're eating spaghetti on Tuesdays and tacos on Thursdays. I couldn't do that anymore. So with that being said, I kind of ventured out, started Googling stuff, like, all right, let me do some different recipes and stuff like that. And that whole love from making biscuits
back in the day.
It's just like, it was a fire that started all over again. And that's kind of like how I got here.
So when did you decide that, okay, yes, I'm working, I'm doing my 9 to 5, but now it's time for me to put my business, my cooking, to be my lifetime business, for this to be something that I'm gonna be known for and remembered for, not only for this generation, but for generations to come?
I had a 9 to 5, and at the time, I wasn't making the amount of money that I desired to make.
As many people do face.
You know, because a lot of us live from check to check. However, in those years, like from me making biscuits with my grandmother up until being married, the process of those years, a lot of stuff transpired. So I found myself getting in trouble a lot, going down the wrong roads, linking with the wrong people, you know, wrong relationships, stuff like that. And long story short, I wound up getting a record. So with that being said, a lot of the jobs that my peers were going for, I couldn't go for. Yeah, I couldn't get it. I became so frustrated, and I was like, what am I gonna do? And when I found out, like, I could make it here, like, this was the only field that gave me another opportunity. And that's how I landed here, because I had no choice. I had no choice, but God had to, you know, make me love it.
Right.
You know, and I'm glad. I know this sounds crazy, but I don't regret. You know, a lot of people say they regret, you know, the road they did, the road they've been down.
It all led up to this.
But it put me here, you know, and had I not made those mistakes before, I really wouldn't be here. I
hear a whole lot of women in my family cooking, and they be like, my feet hurt, my back hurt, this hurt, this hurt. Does it ever get tiring being in the kitchen for so long, so many complicated orders? This one want gluten-free, this one is lactose intolerant. Does it ever get boring or complicated?
It gets so complicated. If anybody says that they aren't tired or worn out from being in the kitchen. Like, they're just straight up lying. Blood, sweat, and tears, man. That's really it. It's a hard business. It's hard.
Now, I know you have a tagline, Say Your Grace, which is such a phenomenal and catchy name, but even though it might sound catchy, it's truly captivating as to what you've kind of called your entire brand. So tell me a little bit about Say Your Grace.
All right, so Say Your Grace was basically founded, you know, from my life story. We grew up, my grandmother had dinner time, and it was, did you say your grace? Did you say your grace? And so everybody gets like stuck right here, you know, when it's time to eat. Let me say my grace. But Say Your Grace for me, like I told you about my process in getting here, it really is like just giving thanks to your overall situation. You know, it's not just food. It doesn't stop at your plate. I feel that you should be saying your grace continually. You know, walking down the street, I should be able to say my grace, you know, stuff like that. And it's really for those, I don't like to say second chances, but those chances that come after the second and third and fourth chances. And so me saying my grace is just always a reminder, like, God, I thank you for putting me here. Because every time I thank God for one situation or one point in time, I get to the next point and I'm already thankful again.
Right.
I'm more thankful for the last thing
there.
I was thankful for. And so, you know, with me, I just try to tell everybody, you know, saying your grace should not stop at your plate. It should be something that you continually do over everything. I walk in my house every day. I sit on my couch and you have no idea. I just sit back and I look and I go, wow.
Say your grace.
Yeah, and I'm just like, thank you, God. Like, and I'm continually saying it, you know, like, I can't believe this is me. I'm here. Like, this is mine.
For sure.
This is where you have me.
Now, I know that with Say Your Grace, it's not just something where you're cooking food for people and where you're catering events and doing different things, but you're also giving back with a mentorship program, as well as what you hope to do is in creating jobs for those who have been arrested or went to jail, and creating jobs for them to also work in the kitchen. So tell me a little bit about that.
I've tried different jobs, and I think the hardest one was I had gotten this job and I got this call way earlier than the orientation time. And so the HR manager's like, I'm sorry to say this, but you know, some things came back on your record and we're not able to extend this job to you. So it kind of, that right there let me know I have to do something for myself, but I also have to extend that same grace to somebody else that might be in my position.
Correct.
I have some guys that work for me who can't get jobs. It's always like a block in the road. And for them coming to work with me, I try to offer that opportunity.
Pitbull said yesterday on The Real, people say that money buys everything. We look at these celebrities and we think that money brings happiness, and that's what it is. But he said money does not bring happiness. Money brings happiness when you go give it away, because then it creates opportunities for other people and it helps them advance and it helps them to get that second chance.
Definitely.
Because even though you did one thing one time, it doesn't mean that you can't shape it up and change it. And you did that.
Right.
Now on this season of Hell's Kitchen, Chef Shaina.
Unbelievable.
How did this opportunity come about for you to be on that show?
I was in culinary school. While I was in culinary school, they had, you know, posters. Hell's Kitchen is, you know, casting this season. And so I kind of wrote in. I sent the email, whatever. I heard nothing. Almost 7 years later, I guess I'm still on the email
roster.
list.
Oh.
I seen the thing. I seen you know, it come up on my email, and I was like, oh, okay, I didn't pay it no mind. I've been seeing it for 7 years. Get ready to walk out the door to do a double. I hear something in my ear. It goes, you have till midnight to submit. I got home maybe 11:30 or something like that. I sit on my couch, pull my laptop up, and I'm sitting here just struggling, going, should I do this? Should I not do it? I finally just submitted it. Get up, go to work the next day. By 1:30, I look at my phone. I got like 3 missed calls. Listen to the voicemail. It's the casting people for Hell's Kitchen. The email that I had just submitted the night before. And I'm like bugged out going, this is not, now I'm spooked out.
This is it, like this fast?
This is not happening. So basically that started the journey, something that I started years ago, and then I heard something, and I know it was God because I would not be here, and that's actually how I got here.
And it might not have been your time to be on 7 years ago, But
Man,
it was your time
timing is so everything. You know, like I said, I didn't get a reply 7 years ago. I don't even think I would have been ready and mature enough to do it 7 years ago. And that's the wonderful thing about God. You know, he kind of knows when to open those doors, when not to. Now that I'm here, I know I wasn't ready 7 years ago.
And you know how to handle yourself. Your outcome, outlook on the show is totally different than probably 7 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And you know, we all know how reality TV likes to put people on TV. They want to show and clip and
7
edit
years ago, I would have caught another case on reality TV.
And to please tell me, because I know that the competition is fierce, and I know that some of those cooks that we saw from last week were not easy to get along with, but tell me, how has the journey and the experience been on this seasons of Hell's Kitchen?
Man, the journey has been blood, sweat, and tears, literally. Because, you know, you're going to get cut sometime, you know, doing prep, doing work. You're going to get burned. Sometimes you're even going to be frustrated because, you know, I can't see my kids, my husband, you know, and just the pressure, you know, it makes you want to go and ball up and cry.
Of course.
It's a very hard show to do, but it was so rewarding. I tell somebody it was a good day in hell, which is an oxymoron because there's never going to be a good day in hell. You know,
I'm gonna find brimstone on me.
Right. But how do you get in a position where you have this big icon, Chef Ramsay, who's amazing, who's a beast, and he's mentoring you and you're working under him for weeks at a time?
And what is it like working with such an icon in the food industry?
I mean, it's unbelievable. Like I'm literally saying my grace every day. We're coming down for challenges, we're doing this, and I'm winning them, and I'm just going, dang, did Chef Ramsay just pull me to the side and is he telling me to do this and do that, you know? And I'm just like, this is just not happening.
He sees talent when he sees it.
I mean, the show does no justice for, you know, the genuine person that he really is. Now, don't get me wrong, it is hell.
He gets heated.
But he's also very helpful in shaping us, you know, to the chefs we are.
That's awesome, and I'm so happy that you get to work with such an icon and a legend. And you know what they say, that tough love is real love, because tough love isn't what you really want to hear all the time, but what it does is that it empowers you and it makes you better and stronger for any situation, no matter what kitchen you're in, no matter what part of the world, but that in any situation that you can handle yourself. Well, just before we go, you know, I did do a little shopping. You know, I don't go food shopping often. But I wanted to know if you would stick around to cook one of your holiday treats with me. That would definitely make your Christmas table
definitely. I'm open to it, long as you don't burn anything.
I won't burn anything. Well, guys, stay tuned. We have Chef Shaina here with us, about to cook a tasty treat for the holidays. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Home for the Holidays with Phil Taitt and my special guest, Chef Shaina from Hell's Kitchen.
Hello, everybody.
So, Chef Shaina, you know I sure don't know how to cook, so please tell me what we're going to be making today.
All right, so, you know, it's holiday season, and a lot of us are having ugly sweater parties. After Thanksgiving, in between Christmas parties.
Facts.
Christmas parties. So I like to entertain, and I think, you know, what you have on your table as far as food wise, it speaks a lot of volumes.
I tried. I went shopping hard for you now, okay?
Listen, so we're going to work with what people have in their kitchen.
Cool.
You know, so we're going to go simple. Simple appetizer that would start your party off right. We're going to do open face cornbread, stuffed cornbread.
That sounds awesome.
All
right, let's go.
All right, so we're going to start with the cornbread. Here's our cornbread mixture. We're going to put that in. We need 2 eggs. Do this.
Okay, you just do it.
Oh, my God. Phil. Okay, egg cracking 101 with Phil Taitt. All right, so let's teach you how to crack an egg. Ready? 1 hit. Whoop. There you go. Put your hand there.
There we go.
How about we get some milk over there?
Okay. All of it?
Just kind of pour. Remember how your grandmother used to do? She used to just eye it. Pour a little bit more, pour a little bit more. All right, that's good.
Awesome.
So this is just our basic cornbread mixture that we're mixing up in here. And I like to spice it up a little bit. So when I say spice it up, I like to add some heat, a little bit of extra flavor. We're going to do, if you would drop some cheese.
Cheese, okay.
Cheese mixer, just, you know. Now, we're going to add a little bit of...
Some bacon bits.
We're going to add a little garlic powder in there for a little bit of boom, boom, boom flavor.
Okay.
Some heat. Now, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take some
Jalapenos?
jalapeno peppers, and we're gonna kind of like just cut them up in there, and add that for flavor.
Okay.
You know, some heat. So now I need you to just add that in there.
This is the first for me because I don't ever get in the kitchen. So
Okay, we're gonna do cooking lessons.
yeah, there we go.
All right, so bring the bowl back over here.
Okay. Cool.
And let's get a little bit more milk in here since we added some more ingredients.
All right, let's go.
Boom, that's good.
Perfect.
Yeah, we don't want cereal. So,
that looks real good.
Doesn't it?
It's not even cooked yet.
You want to taste it?
No, I'm good.
All right, so once that's all mixed in there, incorporated, we have our pan ready.
Okay.
And
exciting.
this is going to be ready for the oven. So we're just going to get this in a pan, good there, just like that. And then Brother Phil here is going to get this in the oven for us.
Awesome.
Okay.
Fancy as it gets.
So this is ready for the oven.
All right, so I'm
just
gonna
going to
put
put
this
this
in
in for about 15 to 18 minutes.
All right.
Top shelf.
Ooh, it's hot. So the cornbread is in the oven.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what it's gonna be like. So guys, stay tuned. I'm here with Chef Shaina. We're gonna see what's gonna happen next. So Chef Shaina, we are back. I'm standing here confused as ever as to what this is going. This amazing creation is going to be.
Okay.
But just tell me what's next.
We're going to do our sausage stuffing for the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to start. Here we have a roll of, a simple roll of pork sausage. And so basically we're going to just break this up and cook this in a pan. Sausage, bacon, pork, it produces this wonderful oil that you don't need to add anything to because, let's get our fire up a little bit higher, because it already produces so much. So, comfort food is not healthy at all, but
Gotcha.
it tastes good, and that's what matters. So, all right, Phil. So we have our, our sausage on. Get the fire going a little bit.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Guys, get ready. We're getting ready for the next step. I don't even know what's going to happen. Just stay tuned. So, Chef Shaina, our sausage is cooking on the stove.
Well, we have some perfectly good cooked ground sausage.
It smells good.
Isn't it?
It smells good. And I told you I'm a bacon type of guy.
So I'm going to bring it over so we could get a closer look at what we have going on over here.
This smells so good.
So what we're going to add to this, we're going to add some cream cheese.
Cream cheese?
Yeah. You don't know what you're missing.
I had cream cheese and bacon before on a bagel, but I'm sure this is going to taste good too.
Well, same animal. So we're going to incorporate a whole thing of cream cheese. Incorporate that in here. And we're going to kind of put that in here. We're going to return it back to the fire, but we're also going to add some diced tomatoes.
Okay.
Dicing it up, kind of. We're going
Gotcha.
to return this to the fire,
Right.
so the cheese could melt and everything could kind of, incorporate.
All right, so guys, we returned the sausage back to its stove with some tomatoes and with some American Philadelphia cheese. So I can't wait to see what's up next, so just stay tuned. So, Chef Shaina, what is my next task to do on this food journey?
Well, I think we're ending our journey, but I smell the cornbread. It smells
so
delicious.
good.
So, you do the honors.
All right, I'm going to do the honors.
What you take out?
Let me get my mitt, okay? Cornbread. This looks really good. This looks really good.
We're going to just take some butter and just go around it. This is flavor, and it keeps the bread from getting hard on top.
Okay.
And that's good.
That's good.
Yep. And then what I like to do is I like to take and poke a few holes in it. When we put our stuffing mix on top, it kind of seeps all the way through to the bottom. So we're just going to kind of spoon this over like this.
Spoon it over. That looks so good. And then it's just gonna seep right into those cracks that you made.
So this is why I call it open, open face cornbread.
Open face cornbread. That looks so good.
And kind of serve it like how you would do pizza.
That looks so good. We added tomatoes, jalapenos. We added a little bacon bits.
Some fresh chopped parsley we do to just, add on top.
That looks good.
Nice, good flavor.
So is this ready to eat right now?
This is ready to eat.
So are we ready to cut our cornbread?
I would let it settle for a second, but we could We could cut.
All right, so I'm going to give you the honors. Let me get 2 plates.
Okay.
When you start cutting, and I get 2 plates.
Okay, not a problem.
Our 2 plates that says the final product of your famous recipe.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
All right. All right, so we're going to get a little cut going here.
Cut. And it's nice and
it's nice and soft, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think you're going to enjoy this?
I'm telling you, this is going to be on my holiday list for my family to cook. I'm telling you. And we're getting ready to take it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to get the 2 forks now. Let me get my 2 forks. Come back right around to you. Oh my goodness. That looks so good.
Let's indulge in yours.
You sure? Okay, we're going to share one? Okay, you take one.
Let's share one. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, you first.
No.
All right.
How about I feed it to you?
Okay, let's go.
When's the last time somebody fed you something?
I can't tell you all about that.
Oh, watch it now. Wait.
Not in these streets.
Look,
okay.
blow it. You gotta blow it. Because you can't be spitting no hot stuff back out on me. You ready? What that taste like? That damn good.
This tastes amazing, Chef Shaina. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to eat this whole...
What you doing? Is it really that good?
Chef Shaina? I'm gonna move your family and you and your family all over here, okay? Oh my goodness, this is so amazing. Guys, when I tell you this cornbread is amazing, it is truly amazing. I want to thank Chef Shaina for coming to my home for the holidays with Phil Taitt to come cook with me, to talk about your incredible journey, where you started from, and nonetheless where you're going. We're rooting for you as you're on Hell's Kitchen. We wish you nothing more than the best.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, and Chef Shaina, you keep being the inspiration that you are, and you keep inspiring, and trust me, us here at the Phil Taitt Show, we support you 100%.
Thanks for having me.
Well, that's all for the Phil Taitt Show. I want to thank Shaina so much. I'm so happy I got my cornbread. And guess what, guys? Be sure to check us out on our social media page for the whole recipe. Guys, I'll talk to you soon. And guess what? Happy holidays from my family to yours.